Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot. This is your July 2022 love reading. This is for any of you who are currently in a romantic partnership. If you are single and looking for new love, please stay tuned. I will be posting singles readings just for you guys. So let's get right into your reading here and see what we've got coming up for the month of July. We're going to start by pulling some overall energy for you and we'll see where we go from there. So first out, we've got woman holding a heart. That is absolutely beautiful. The thinking man. And we also have hostilities coming out there as well. So with the woman holding a heart, card number 44, you may be really focused on your stability and your security in your relationship right now. Fours really are about having a good foundation. So, you're all in different phases of your relationship. Some of you, you're just starting to get to know each other. Others of you, you've been together for a very long time, perhaps been through some ups and downs. So the woman holding a heart could be you or your significant other. You're building, or you have built a good solid foundation, and you're looking to move forward from that and to improve your situation and improve where you are from there. Okay, so you're attracting some more abundance as far as love goes into your world. So there may be some sort of offer or assistance that your person gives you, an offer of love, of romance, perhaps a gift coming in here in the month ahead. And it's a very loving, very supportive kind of energy. So we do have Venus in Gemini right up until I think it's the 17th of July. And so communication of all kinds between you and your person may be very, very important. You may be connecting on a deeper, more intellectual level, having those midnight conversations that last into the night, or perhaps you're discussing the future, okay, making some plans. So it's a super positive energy that's coming in there. So we gotta love that. Now, woman holding a heart, there may also be a significant person. It does not have to be a female, okay, although it likely will be with that woman energy, okay, but it's really the feminine energy. So someone who's really in tune with their feminine side, and this person may have some support, some guidance. Maybe they help you plan some really interesting surprise. And there may be even somebody there who can be a little bit kind of like a counselor, like a guide, maybe a friend, or, even someone that you seek out some assistance with. Whatever their situation is, they have a very positive influence. However, they may be in cahoots with somebody, because not just do we have the woman holding a heart, we've got the thinking man as well. So the thinking man, it could certainly represent that you and your person, or just you're doing a lot of thinking about your relationship. You're really making some plans, okay, or you're really maybe using your imagination as well, thinking, where are we going to go from here? What does my future look like? So you may be doing some deep introspection and some thinking there with that as well. But of course, the thinking man could represent your significant other. Maybe they are very smart, very educated. They put a lot of thought, a lot of time and energy into making some plans. They a very detail oriented kind of person, but they have your best interests at heart. So perhaps this person has a deeper expression of love for you. But with the thinking man and the woman holding a heart, this could be a couple of friends that you've got, significant people in your world. This could, they could be professionals, right? If you're going through a rough patch with your person, this reading will cover, if it does come up, well, we do have hostilities, okay, it does come up, anyone in a temporary separation from your person as well, okay? So this could be like couples counseling, something like that in there for you, okay? Or maybe just some friends. Now, there could be, with the woman holding a heart, the thinking man, perhaps you have a friend or two that is plotting some sort of romantic gesture, okay, or some sort of surprise. All right, so certainly positive influences, whoever they happen to represent for you. We do, however, have hostilities coming in here. So hostilities is really a little bit of a heads up. It could be that you may have some communication challenges in your month ahead, okay? We could have, and towards the end of the month, in the beginning of the month with the Venus in Gemini, you may be talking about love and romance in the future and making some very wonderful plans, those things. But towards the end of the month, we do have Mercury pretty much clashing in, or with, I should say, Uranus, okay, towards the end of the month. So that may create some challenges in regards to communication. So, at the beginning of the month, a little bit easier than towards the end of the month. So there may be, with that hostilities energy, there may just be some challenges with communication. Perhaps you're not seeing eye to eye with somebody, okay, and that woman holding a heart, again, we can get some guidance, we can get some influences over here. There may be just a big misunderstanding somewhere along the way in your month ahead. Okay, but you could also have some perhaps outside influences here as well with that hostilities energy. Okay, so just be a little bit aware, just be a little bit self-aware there. And the best way to get over some sort of challenge is quite often to talk about it, to take a positive approach at things. Not always the easiest thing to do. All right, so there just may be something there that you're working through. Perhaps some of you with this hostilities energy, it is very possible here that, you may hit a very bumpy patch sometime in the month ahead, and you probably already know that there's something brewing. You probably already know that there's some issues along the way. So whether you can resolve your situation or whether you even want to, okay, that is really up to you. But perhaps, again, you seek out some assistance from people that you trust, from people that you do have your best interests at heart, okay, or again, even if you have to pay them. So let's see what else that we've got coming out here. The energy coming in, we've got the King of Wands. We've got the Two of Wands coming in here as well as a challenge. Blessings headed your way, the Four of Wands. We're getting that stability. Look at that 444 right there for you. Your advice from Spirit. We've got the Justice card. There's that honest, truthful communication and your overall outcome for your month. We do have the Hermit card coming out there. We've got the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, as we've already said, communication may really be the key for you moving forward in the month ahead. Okay, perhaps you even have some new ways to communicate with your person or some new topics and subjects to cover. The aces do represent new, but they also represent, that Ace of Swords represents clarity in things, also represents truth and honesty. Now, it is something there where you start a conversation or you try a new way to communicate with your person, or even if you've got some new ideas or you're making plans for the future. Okay, those aces really do lead you on the path to success. They lead you forward. And, really try and get some clarity around your situation. You may just need to flat out ask your person something. Where's your head at? What is it that you want? Okay, but whatever that looks like for you, super duper positive. The energy coming in here is the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands brings in confidence, right? Confidence, a sense of adventure, a sense of, I'm feeling really good. I'm excited about the future. Your relationship with your person may be maturing when we get the Kings. The Kings is a certain level of maturity in your relationship. So it could be that your relationship is either being rekindled with this Wands energy, this very fiery, this very powerful, very passionate energy. Okay, if you have a physical relationship, right, the King of Wands used to be the Knight of Wands. Okay, so you may have a relationship there that started out as maybe passionate and physical attraction, and now it's a maturing into something a little bit more exciting, okay, or a little bit more, not necessarily more exciting, because hey, the Knight of Wands pretty exciting as far as love goes, but it could just be that it is maturing to a different kind of level, okay, but it's no less exciting, no less passionate, and no less how shall I say, no less physical. Okay, we'll put it that way. All right, so this could certainly be giving you some self-confidence. Now, the King of Wands can also represent, of course, a person that may have some sort of influence. This could just be your person that is stepping up to the plate that's maturing. This could be you and your person maybe blossoming and growing together. But yes, the King of Wands can also represent an outside influence that is here for you. Okay, and but this person's King of Wands is in the upright. We don't have any reversals that are coming out here for you. So yay, that's a good sign. I do have quite a few reversals in that particular deck. You're just not getting them. Okay, so that King of Wands can be someone who has a very positive influence. Okay, that thinking man, the woman holding a heart, it could be a blend of the two. You may have some friends or some community influences that play a very positive and key role in your month ahead. So your challenge that's coming in here, we've got the Two of Wands. Where do we go from here? The Two of Wands is where we've started something, okay, or we've got some idea brewing, or we've got some plans that we want to pursue, whether it's with our person or maybe going out on an adventure, right? Some of you, or perhaps it's summer, right? So maybe you're traveling a little bit. But the Two of Wands here is where we have an idea. We're trying to put a plan together. We're trying to put some plans in place. We're looking to the beyond. Where am I going? What am I doing? And so when we have the Two of Wands in the challenge position, it could be that you have some difficulties, seeing a potential for your future, okay? Or maybe there's just some uncertainty about where are we going from here? Are there obstacles in our way? Is this something that I even want? If you are having some challenges with your person, okay, or if you're already separated from your person, okay, the Two of Wands may just be that you're not seeing that future clearly. And maybe there's some clarity that's needed. There's communication that's needed for you to see your way forward. Okay, it could be that for some of you, that challenge, you might know deep down that maybe this is the end of the road for you, okay, or at least in the current state of your relationship. It's like, no, you know what? Something's got to give, something's got to change. We can't keep going forward from here. So that Two of Wands, I think you're trying to figure out what the future holds. You're trying to figure out how to overcome a bit of a challenge, right? That hostilities. It could be some outside influence there for you, okay? But there may be something that's blocking your progress there, okay? So perhaps, again, that communication really is the key for you. Blessings that are headed your way. We've got the Four of Wands. Now, there may be some social gatherings or some adventures that you are going to, that you're attending. Perhaps you're attending some weddings, some anniversaries, some parties, or with that Four of Wands, maybe you're just getting outside and living your best life with your person. You're feeling good. You're feeling abundant. You're feeling as though, oh my goodness, I'm really built a good foundation with my person here, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. The Four of Wands is quite often that higher level of commitment, right? We're rooted in reality, and we're excited for what's yet to come. But the Four of Wands also is a higher level of commitment, yes. So perhaps you're trying to figure out what that looks like for you, okay? But the Four of Wands as well, the Two of Wands can represent some travel. The King of Wands, but that energy there, the Wands suit really does not like to sit still for very long, okay? Likes a sense of adventure, getting outside, having a good time, okay? Traveling, okay? So that Two of Wands, you might be putting some travel plans in place, right? And the Four of Wands, again, perhaps you are going to some destination. You might have an invitation or something that comes in with the Ace of Wands. But the Four of Wands is also that higher level of commitment. It is known as the halfway to marriage card, your 1111 card, and it's coming in here as a blessing for you. What are you wanting? Tap into your feelings, tap into your intuition. Where do you see yourself going with your relationship here? What blocks or obstacles are in the way? What plans are you trying to make? Where do you see yourself headed? Okay, what is it that you are wishing for? Because you're blessed with a lot of abundance and good, positive vibes in the month ahead here, okay? So it just feels like whatever it is that you are looking for, communication is your key, okay? Taking action also is the key for you here, and maybe even asking for some help and assistance somewhere along your way. But this is a beautiful card to get in here as a blessing for you, all right? And remember, the woman holding a heart is number 44, and then we've got this next four out here for you as well. We also do have 3 ones also, okay? So onwards and upwards for a lot of you here, I feel, all right? And super exciting energy that coming in here with this Four of Wands. So perhaps you may have a surprise headed your way. To be honest, you might get a little bit blindsided here, especially if there's someone plotting something in the background, but it may be an engagement, okay, or an expression of love, or maybe you are just going on some social outings with your person and you're just feeling really good with that Four of Wands. Your advice from Spirit: be honest and truthful. Make a balanced, unbiased, fair judgment on your relationship, and and where you're going. The Justice card really does bring in that Libran energy of balance, fairness, and equality for all. Justice is served, if you will. So you may have an important decision to make in the month ahead. Okay, so remember, weigh up your options. Just be honest and truthful, not just with yourself, but with your person, no matter what you're doing in the month ahead. Again, communication very much is the key for you, but same is finding that balance, right? And we do have those 3 4s that are bringing you in that sense of stability and security. And so that Justice card, right, is just that reminder to keep on speaking your truth, be honest, be open, okay? And if you do have an important decision to make, remember to weigh up your options, to be willing to see your person's other side of the story, because sometimes people have different expectations. Sometimes people have a different viewpoint, a different way of looking at things, right? Everyone can look at this quartz and have a different opinion about it, have a different perception about it, right? Some people would be like, oh, that's absolutely beautiful. It's got some inclusions in it. It's absolutely wonderful to my eye. Other people, they may like, oh my God, there's flaws in it. Are they inclusions that make it more unique and beautiful, or are they flaws? So someone can look at something and see things in 2 completely different ways. Okay, so remember to be open to that. Now, the Justice card here, advice from Spirit: if you are waiting for something to happen, perhaps there is some sort of legalities or formalities that you've been waiting to take place, right? Quite often the Justice card does come in a relationship reading when someone does have like a divorce proceedings that are ongoing, or custody battles, things like that, okay, or other legal obligations quite often do come in with the Justice card. So with your advice coming in here, to be patient, okay, and because it looks like there is probably a final decision somewhere along the way, somewhere along the road, okay, and something may just resolve for you. And this 2 of Wands here, your challenge moving forward with your relationship may hinge on the fact that something hasn't been finalized yet. Okay, so it feels like here that Spirit's wanting you to stay positive, okay, because there may be some sort of resolution, excuse me, revolution maybe, a resolution that comes in here fairly shortly. Now, this could possibly spill over into the next month with that Ace of Swords. Sometimes that bottom of the deck is something that is incoming, but perhaps not this month, okay? So, so you may have a resolution coming in, but it may not necessarily be in July. It may spill over a little bit into August, but it feels here that it will be something that is a sense of relief for you, something that's really positive for you. All right. But I think I gotta say, the Justice card, right, can be like justice of the peace, court proceedings, those kind of things. And with the 4 of Wands there, right, can sometimes come in as an engagement, okay, or maybe even celebrating an anniversary. So I see here that there may be some sort of very positive plans to perhaps elope, or renew some wedding vows. Okay, it may just be something that's a little bit of a surprise there. Just saying, if that's you, by the way, congratulations, because that's exciting. Okay, the cat is out of the bag perhaps there. Your overall outcome is the Hermit. So even though there may be some hostilities coming in here in the month ahead for some of you, with that Hermit energy, there is a large amount of healing that is coming in there also. So whether it is something from the past that is being resolved with that Justice card, okay, or whether it's just getting things on track to where you need them to be, resolving some issues, removing some blocks, okay, that Hermit energy really does bring in some healing with you and your person. The Hermit is also where we go within and we do a bit of soul searching, right? 2 of Wands energy, where are we going? I don't know. And so some communication with your person may really highlight that. Okay, you can see when we go into Hermit mode, we do that introspection, okay, whether it's just on your own or including with your person. Perhaps you have a little romantic getaway, or maybe you're just kind of hermiting yourselves away from the world just to get some some alone time, okay, because that Hermit is a solitary energy, but in a relationship reading, yes, it can represent a solitary person, but it can also just be you and your person retreating from the world to spend some time together, some quality time together to to really kind of discuss or really get a good sense of where are we going. Okay, so I think here you're getting those kind of answers. You're seeing the potential, you're seeing the future, but I also think here that you are getting those, getting a little bit of healing that's coming in here, and perhaps just some calm energy. And your energy is really, really not that bad. I mean, we do have the hostilities card there, so just to be, be a little bit careful of that. Okay, but I think here that you're getting things back on track and you're getting answers that you're looking for. But the Hermit card here, yes, can represent a solitary person, a solitary energy. The Two of Wands, okay, and this is specifically for those of you who are perhaps either seeing if there's a potential to get back together with your person, or perhaps you're just coming to that point, that realization, like, hey, I don't know that I can see beyond today. I don't know if I can see what's going on. And so again, you might be getting that clarity that you need. And that Hermit energy could represent that, that you may be headed out on a path that does not include your person. Okay, it just may be that's, the road forward for me does not include you. Okay, but it's probably something that's kind of been going on for a while, if that is you, and that's not necessarily all of you. Okay, I think for the most part that Hermit energy is seeing your way forward, seeing the potential for your future. Okay, perhaps bringing a dream alive there as well. Okay, making a wish. But I think for a few of you there, if it's gotten to the point where it's kind of like a volatile relationship a little bit, and you're just, when you start to think about the future, you're like, nah, no, I'm happier on my own. That may come in for there for you as well. Okay, so not necessarily always the easiest thing to deal with, but sometimes we do need to figure those things out, and we do need to see where we're up to. So we'll just get a little bit more information really quickly here with these energies that are here for you. Thank you very much. So the King of Wands, we're clarified with the Nine of Wands. Now, that's that energy coming in. So some of you may have your guard up with the Nine of Wands, right? That hostilities energy is coming in here for some of you. Okay, so for some of you here, you may have been going through a rough patch a little bit in the last little while, okay? And now you're kind of just, whew, man, I am tired, I'm exhausted. So perhaps you and your person are planning a little bit of a getaway, okay? Or perhaps you do have your guard up about something. Remember that Two of Wands where it's like, I don't know what the future holds, okay? So you might just be a little bit guarded and protected, okay? It could also be here, the Nine of Wands, that your relationship is evolving and it's maturing, but you may just have a little bit of world weariness about you there, okay? You've put a little bit of a protection around your heart, okay? And you're trying to think, is it safe to let my walls down? Is it safe to let my guard down and really let someone in? So you might be doing some contemplation about that. Okay, but the nines do represent an element of completion. So it can be that you have completed one phase of your relationship and it's about to take the next step forward. Okay, or that energy of completion can be that you are done. But the Nine of Wands, sometimes we are, we're finished this part of our journey, or we're just kind of getting things to where we want them to be, and then we get ready to move forward from there. So very exciting. The Six of Pentacles is here for you as well, with that Two of Wands coming in as a challenge. So you may have some financial issues in the month ahead, okay, or especially if you're trying to look to the future, perhaps money does play a key role, as it quite often does. Okay, so you may have some discussions about that. If you're looking to make some travel plans or something, then again, you may have to kind of balance your budget a little bit with your person and try and think, okay, what can we afford? And maybe it's just we're going to split the bill down the middle, okay, or perhaps one person has more financial how should we say, financial abundance, we'll call it, than the other person does, because there's inequality that comes in here with that Six of Pentacles in your challenge position. Okay, so perhaps part of an issue there may revolve around money, where one person has more than the other, and you're trying to figure out what that looks like. Okay, because sometimes money can really represent a big obstacle for a lot of people. There's jealousy, there's a sense of inequality sometimes that comes in there, right? When you have that huge disparity between incomes. And so that may be something that you're discussing with your person. But the Six of Pentacles really is about balance as well, equal, in a relationship, equal commitment between two parties. So you may be discussing something about that, right? About your commitment level, okay, or your level of responsibility in the relationship. Quite often we do get that inequality in relationships where one person may feel a little bit more committed to the journey than another person. Or, the one person has more responsibility. Sometimes people just gravitate towards that. So there may be something there that you're working out, okay, trying to restore some balance. And we do have now 3 cards that can represent balance. The Two of Wands can represent a little bit of balance there. The Twos, balance, harmony, equality. The Six of Pentacles can be one of balance, as is the Justice card there as well. Okay, so balance may be very important for you in your relationship and trying to get things back on track there. But the Six of Pentacles is also a card of charity. It's the law of giving and receiving, right? What you put out comes back to you multiplied. And it's a reminder, typically from Spirit, that, everything balances out in the end. And sometimes we're up and we can really have a lot of resources to give back to other people. And sometimes it's kind of like we're down a little bit and it's, things are being taken away. So that Six of Pentacles, it can certainly represent a little bit of an issue in a relationship with some of you there. And, perhaps somebody is a little bit more of a taker than a giver. And perhaps you have another person that is more of a giver than a taker. So there needs to be a little bit of equilibrium restored there somewhere. We've got the Knight of Swords coming in here as your blessing with that Four of Wands. So there certainly is some sort of communication or action that is needed here, and something that's maybe really happening really fast for you. And again, remember I said a little bit earlier, maybe someone's eloping, or maybe there's something that just catches you off guard, right? Perhaps that higher level of commitment, that engagement, okay, or maybe you're just getting, maybe things are just moving forward very swiftly for you, okay? That Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, really quite often reminds me of the Pony Express, right? They fly in, they deliver the mail, they deliver the messages, and then they fly out as well. So you may have a lot of really fast things that are happening, right? Things happening with great speed for you. You may have to make some decisions really quickly. Maybe something really positive is just unfolding for you really fast. Okay, but communication of some kind, maybe someone does catch you off guard a little bit with that Knight of Swords. Okay, very speedy, very fast energy. So I think here, whatever issues that you're, if you're dealing with any issues, I think you have a quick resolution to them. Okay, I don't think you're going to let anything linger in the month ahead. Okay, it's a very action oriented energy. The Wands energy that's coming in, very action oriented, right? That communication, okay, really getting things out in the open. So I think whatever you've got going on here, I think you probably find a quick resolution to them. But with that Justice card, we've got the Star energy here, absolutely beautiful. Okay, we've got Libra and Aquarius that are coming out there with those two. Virgo, by the way, with the Hermit card. But the Star fills you with peace, with healing, restores the balance and equilibrium in a relationship, but it's also about your blessings, success, your wishes coming true. Okay, so I think here you've got a lot of blessings that are headed your way, and Spirit is really trying to give you that advice to stay positive. Focus on where you want to go. What is your wish right there? Okay, what are you looking for the future, right? That star in the Hermit's lantern, what does that look like for you? Okay, so be open to what someone else has to say. Be open to apologies, perhaps, okay? But ultimately stay positive and optimistic. The star represents a lot of abundance, a lot of positive energy flowing your way, okay? Blessings flowing your way. There's a healing element, a very calm energy that's coming in there, okay? So keep that positive outlook. But the star energy brings in a little bit of innovation too, okay? So with that Ace of Swords, something new, perhaps you're finding new ways to communicate with your person, okay? Or maybe you're even looking to try something new to infuse fresh life into your relationship there as well. Whatever that is for you, Spirit really is wanting you to stay positive, okay? Because the star does bring about a lot of blessings, also brings about miracles, okay? It makes the impossible seemingly possible. So So whatever that out looks like for you, whatever your future looks like for you, that star energy is guiding you, is helping you along your way and saying, don't worry. Okay, don't worry. Whatever you decide, wherever you're headed, things are sorting themselves out a little bit. A little bit of patience may be required. No one likes to hear that. Okay, but certainly an incredibly positive energy with the star and the Nine of Pentacles. Look at all your nines. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is coming out to clarify that Hermit. So, yes, some of you may possibly be getting the hell out of Dodge. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is a wonderful card, right? And it's one of seeing something through to completion, right? We've got all of these nines, so completing one phase of your journey and you're looking to the future. But in the meantime, with that Nine of Pentacles, you are enjoying where you're at. You're enjoying the moment, you're enjoying life. Okay, but it is also another solitary energy. Okay, so it is one of success, by the way. Okay, success, getting things back on track, figuring things out. Okay, taming anxieties. We got some healing coming in, but we're also enjoying the company of, you know, enjoying our lives, enjoying where we're at. Okay, now whether that's with your person or not is another kind of scenario altogether. Okay, because the nines are, of course, that completion of your journey, but the Nine of Pentacles with that Hermit is a solitary energy. So it could just represent that you are taking a little bit of control, grabbing the reins of your relationship and initiating action and resolutions. But it can represent for a little handful of you that no, you are certainly heading out on your own, but this will be beneficial for you. This is good for you and it's healthy for you. And it's something that your heart and soul really does say this is the best option for you. And sometimes things just run their course. Okay, but the Nine of Pentacles can have to do with money and enjoying where you're at and resolving some issues, taming some anxieties, worries, and fears. And, you know, with that Hermit mode there, perhaps you and your person do get a chance to have some time alone and enjoy your time alone. So whether you're doing some traveling or whether you are maybe having a little bit of you know, a little bit of a romantic getaway, but maybe even at home if money is an issue, right? Sometimes we can just make the best of things and we can just have some romantic times at home. So whatever that looks like, you may actually really be just enjoying the company of your person in a really positive way, perhaps without the influence of others, right? Having that very important alone time. So let's leave that there for you guys, but I'm going to close out your reading here with a couple of last messages for you. And you may find that one or more or even none of these do resonate with you. So let's see what we've got. And there's your first card. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Okay, and there's that influence here of the Aquarian energy, okay, of taking your time with that Hermit, right? Just enjoying the moment. The Nine of Pentacles is a reminder to enjoy the moment there as well. Okay, count your blessings. Okay, so sometimes we do try too hard, okay, or we do want to push the envelope a little bit, and sometimes we just need to remember to go with the flow. There's your next card. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Speak your truth. And last but not least, there's your final message. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And that is maybe why we do have multiple healing energies that are coming in here for you. Not to mention the swords, because we can use the swords to detach from anything that's not working. I'll leave that there for you, Aries. I hope there was something here that resonated with you. If so, please hit like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.